Okay. Oh, that fan is going fast. That fan is going fast. I sincerely hope that's not picking up at all. Anyway, anyway, Poncho Smith here. Happy Friday night. Happy Friday night, wherever you are. Welcome in. Welcome back. And, hold on. Hold on. Okay, screen went a little dark for me. Screen went a little dark for me. Yeah. So, I really... tonight, there's not much of a game plan, honestly. There really isn't. Um, it's just, there's a certain game that I started thinking about. A game that came to mind in light of recent events, on a personal level. Um, I'll get a little bit more into that, as we go along. I kind of posted a whole spiel, kind of posted my entire thoughts on a certain situation, in a Discord. In the Discord I typically frequent, or the one that I'm most active in, rather. So, so we'll go into that as we go along. But right now, it felt, for some strange reason, it felt appropriate to boot up Landstalker, a game I have a bit of history with, but more importantly, more significant to me at least, is the individual who had a history with this game, who I also had some history with. I've known about this one for a little while. Beat it when I re-downloaded the thing on what was it? Wii Virtual Console, something like that. Let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, I'm doing this on. I had a few different options as to how to play this. Obviously, I'm on Switch Online right now, and I already had that whole setup on desk ready to go. So I figured this was the easiest way to do it. This is also on my Genesis Mini console. So I thought about doing it that way, playing it that way. But with some of the controls, some features of this game, I kind of figured it would be easier to try and pull off with a joystick rather than a D-pad. So, we're going with the Switch Online version of this. There we go. Mr. Nigel. We are making plans for Nigel. And I think we should be sounding okay. I did a quick little audio test. Nothing came in too obscenely loud or too obscenely misleveled. All my game audio levels stayed in the green. Nothing seemed peaky, except me. Except for the sound of my voice. And I reserve the right to be as peaky as I want to be. Yeah, so the crazy thing about, or the interesting thing about this little demo, this little demonstration, they did some fancy footwork. Nigel here, that's the main character, did some fancy footwork over those floating platforms. You're going to be expected to do that at some point in the game. And, it gets rough, trust me. A lot of the platforming stuff does. You know, early attempt at, sort of a isometric 3D type of adventure. So all of this right here, this is stuff to set up, this is sort of the prologue to the actual meat of the game, the actual story. So Mr. Nigel here is a treasure hunter by trade. But what's this? Oh, we get accosted by a tiny woman. Tiny winged bat woman fairy thing. And yes, the subtitle of this game is, I believe... what was it? King Knoll something or another. What was... that? I'm going to the most reliable website I can think of with, old RPGs. It's still up, believe it or not. RPGclassics.com. Now, what was the deal with that? No, not that. Okay. Yeah. I learned a lot from that particular site. Let's see. And I might name this, okay. Landstalker, the Treasure of King Knoll. That was the full title of this one. Okay. Let's put that back up. Okay, cool. Swell. So I have that in another tab, in case we run into a place where we keep on banging our heads against a wall. See, I can't quite tell. Is that giant bird wearing goggles? Or are his eyes just really blue? Kind of makes me think of, what was that animal? He was in the, oh, there were two of them. They were like... I don't know if you're familiar with the Rescuers movies. You had the Rescuers, and then you had the Rescuers Down Under. And I guess they jumped on the back. The two mice protagonists, their names escape me right now. But the two mice protagonists, in order to get to their destination, to do their rescuing of typically an abused child, or a child in some really fucked up situation, they would climb on the back of a seagull or something. I think that's what that animal was. Some winged bird. And of course the bird had to be in, you know, full pilot regalia with the aviator cap and the aviator goggles. That's kind of why I think maybe that was the vibe they were sort of going for there. Yeah, one of those mice was voiced by... Hello, USA from Sri Lanka. The mouse movie is sounding like a very good mouse movie. It's an old one. It's an old one. Believe it or not, I don't know how aware you are of Disney movies. I think that was the first time I remember there being a sequel of an animated Disney movie that didn't go straight to video. Because both The Rescuers and The Rescuers Down Under ended up getting theatrical releases. But hello, no _speaky _English okay. It can make it in, if that seems like of any interest to you. Well, I'll just say that I haven't watched any of those films in a very long time. Haven't watched any Disney films in a very long time. So my memory is going to be a bit hazy on that. But hey, that's just what came to mind when I saw that bird in that little cutscene just now. So this is Landstalker. This is for the Sega Genesis or the Mega Drive, depending on the region you are in. Kind of an RPG sort of action platformer. Full range of movement. Yeah, and I'm definitely, woe and death onto those who step into this land. Yeah, so I figured I'd play this, and there's a reason for that. So, if anyone, how do I say this? Okay, livestock. Yeah, half this game is just going to be finding as much livestock as possible. Kind of functions the same way that heart pieces do in a Zelda game. And honestly, I think you could probably consider this consider this to be one of the Genesis's attempts to put out a Zelda-ish, Zelda-esque game, but they did put their own spin on it. Although I think if you wanted a more true to Zelda, well, I don't know if you would consider Beyond Oasis more true. I mean, that has more the traditional overhead sort of approach that the Zelda games do. But it very much does its own thing. It has like a combat system that's more Streets of Rage than Zelda, I guess, more combat centric. I've been entertaining streaming Beyond Oasis as well. 5 gold, yeah. And there's also something called Crusader of Senti, which is also on Switch Online. I've been toying with the idea of doing something with that, because I never had the chance to play it back in the day. It's like, I guess it's considered something of a hidden gem for the console. And I've always toyed with the idea of doing something with it, playing it, just sort of experiencing that. But we shall see. I don't know if I'll get to that anytime soon, because I have kind of different plans for streams for the month of February. But we'll touch on that as we go along. Oh dear. We triggered a trap. We can't open that door. Can we jump? Oh, rats. Okay, raft. They're not gonna let us move. No jumping. We're kind of going along for the ride here. Yeah, so we were approaching a big treasure there, but the big ball trap kind of thwarted us. Sort of taking cues from old Indiana Jones films, I would imagine. I guess that would be the point of reference here. So, I guess what I can do is... Oh, thud. Farah! Oh my gosh, a man! See, I'm not too sure what those people are supposed to be. Those are the various gummy tribes. The gummy people. Okay, Nigel's in bed, trying to recover. Friday. Friday is the name of the fairy, and she's acting quite a bit frantically. He's still sleeping. He didn't seem to be the lazy type. Let him sleep for a while. You can stay in our village as long as you want. Okay, Farah's the shorter one of the little furry people. Okay, I can actually see here, now that I have this on a bigger screen, up close. She kind of did her arm motion to sort of like cast magics to wake his ass up. The treasures of King Null? Oh, I, have no idea. Okay, are you okay? Take care. So we're in some kind of tribal community. Out in the middle of nowhere. Okay, helpful hint about the speciality of this, the specialty of this island. Do you know about it? Please enlighten us. Okay, it's a restorative called Eki Eki. It contains a megadose of the Echinol vitamin. Okay. You can buy it anywhere. Got it? Okay, so that's basically our herb. That's basically our recovery item. Okay, and this is the hotel. Or the inn, rather. Who's this fellow? Pockets. His name is Pockets. You're a treasure hunter, aren't ya? Aren't ya? I just love it how they, like, make that into one word. It's amazing. Ha! Don't even try to hide it. I sensed it at once. Have you met the sage at the waterfall shrine? Hahaha. You need more experience, kid. Yeah, we'll be seeing him again. Don't worry about it. We have many suspicious guests these days. Oh, you are a guest here. Well, look, it's not every day you see somebody with pointy ears. Actually, this dude, I guess he's got sort of normal earlobes. You're a thief and a liar. Oh, cut the crap, man. Pot, kettle black. That's the situation here. Take it easy. Take it easy. Plant the seeds and watch them grow. Soon you'll reap what you have sown. Take the crops to the town one day. You'll be rich and then you'll say... This is the farmer's song. My crop sales will boom when I sing it at the market in Mercator. Okay, got another livestock. So we are at 7 hearts. Heard it through the Eki Eki vine that the gummy warriors are often seen around the bridge these days. At least that's what they say. See, so I believe they are competing tribes of these, they look like bears to me, but they could be like a different species. Maybe porcupine, maybe badger. Eki Eki. So basically, if you die with an Eki Eki herb in stock, Friday will use that to revive you. Have you met anyone who looks different from us? Oh, yeah? Oh, what's her name? Hana. That's an interesting way of spelling Hannah. Okay. Somebody's got to put those gummy savages in their place. If only I were younger. Be careful what you say. My husband is enraged. Okay, I guess all the men wear green in this society. Oh, maybe. Alright, let's poke around in here for now. Owner of the shop. Okay, so these are the herbs. These are the visual manifestation of them. And a green plants, 15 gold. We have exactly 15 gold, but, you know, we're probably better off saving up for livestock. 150! Yeah, we got a lot of grinding to do. Hop into there real quick. Okay, another Eki. Good. You must go see the Waterfall Shrine Sage. Careful, though. He's eccentric. I lived here since I was a child. Masan and Gummy were very good friends long ago. What started the feud? Nobody, really. I know. Go see the old man at the Waterfall Shrine. Maybe he can tell you. Maybe it's Gumi, but I'm assuming it's Gummy. Because they look like bears, and obviously gummy bears are what come to mind. Either the cartoon or the candy. Although, to be perfectly honest, I was never a big fan of gummy bear candy. Or just sort of gummy... That type of gummy candy in general. Hold on. What did dog say? Arf, arf. That's the name of the dog. Come on. I know you say something. Cock, ho, coke, cock. There you go, that's the screenshot. That's the play of the game right there. Hi, are you okay now? Well, where is your friend? You know, that mini-sized girl. How dare you call me mini-sized? Mini-sized, you hairy brute. She is a little touchy. She's a little... Okay. The Gummy tribe is just south of us. They are an atrocious tribe. Okay, on the west side of Gummy, the road branches off into two paths at the sea. The right path leads to the big town Mercator. The left main leads to Ryuma, which is famous for its lighthouse. And in here we have one of two human characters. Is there really a goddess? Okay, this is sort of the priest. You know, in old RPGs, you would come to the church, come to see the priest, to save your game, to remove status ailments. Okay, that's an awakening book. It's essential in curing hallucinations. That's an anti-curse book. It describes various curses. That's a detox book. That's to remove poison. That's a record book. You can record for free. Keep a record now. Alright, let me make a record of your adventure in this book. Da la 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 la. Alright. My duty to... Okay. Okay, so we have to bring the actual text to him. And I do believe that's everything we can do in this village for the time being. So let's head out. Oh, what's this? The people of Gummy came and smashed the bridge. The bridge is broken. They must be possessed by evil spirits. Somebody, please tell the mayor. Okay, he ain't gonna be too pleased. Okay, so welcome to the overworld. Welcome to this lush green scenery. So, I guess I'll go ahead and talk about sort of my own history with this game. So, the first time I saw this, the first time I heard of this, it came as a complete surprise to me, and I remember it. It was, I believe, Christmas Day, 1993. That would have made me, I think, 8 years old at the time, and I was living with my parents at their apartment, you know, with my folks, as someone who is 8 years old would typically do. So, we got our gifts, we got our presents, I think a lot of Power Ranger shit, things like that. I don't remember exactly what else. But then we got a knock on the door. And, unannounced to anyone was an uncle of ours. My father's brother, his oldest brother. My father is the third oldest in a family with 5 kids. Well, yeah, it is 5 kids. Well, I don't know why I phrased it like a question. Ooh, I'm so angry. Wait till the mayor hears about this. So anyway, this kind of came as a surprise to everyone. They weren't expecting to see him. And any time this individual, this uncle of ours, was around, there was, even from a young age, I could sort of sense there was like a palpable tension in the air whenever he was around. But I think this was one of those rare situations where I think everyone was kind of on their best behavior. You know, because it was Christmas Day, and at that time he was one of the few people I knew, or he was one of the first people who I knew owned and played a Sega Genesis. And actually, I think one of the first games I saw him play, this uncle of mine, was... What was it? Okay, I knew... We went over, my father and I, we went over to pay him a visit one time, because he still lived in the same city that we did at that time. Yeah, it couldn't hurt to poke around. And I actually remember him getting to the end of Phantasy Star 2, and actually finishing the game. And it looked like a lot. It looked crazy. You know, seeing him, you know, actually finish that boss, I think. Yeah. Mother Brain is the final boss of Phantasy Star 2, right? Yeah, something like that. And like that always stuck with me, because I didn't even know what the game was called. But then I like researched it like years later and like, oh, I remember it. I saw this uncle of mine beat that game too. And I think his place was the first time I saw anyone actually play Sonic the Hedgehog, the very first one. And so when it comes to things related to Sega and all that, he was pretty much the person who introduced me to all of that. And, you know, I wish... I sincerely wished that, you know, I had more happy memories to, you know, share with him in this regard. But as I mentioned before... Oops. Okay, we fell. But as I mentioned before, there was always tension between him and, you know, the rest of the family, particularly his parents and his siblings. You know, and... You know, a lot of the information that I would eventually learn, a lot of the stuff I would hear about was more or less secondhand, while I was still reasonably young. You know, the folks tended to do... They did their best to try and... I guess try to shield the kids from, you know, the really out there stuff. You know, the really... How do I put this? It wasn't like he was any kind of particular threat. You know, it wasn't as if... We weren't in any imminent danger in his presence, let me put it that way. I mean, if we're being perfectly honest, I think the only person that this uncle was any real danger to was himself. I think that might probably be, you know, a good way to put it. You know, and obviously that, as a result of that, as a result of, you know, a lot of the things he did, a lot of the things he would say, you know, that kind of put him on the outs. Hold on. Actually, do I want to look down there first? Well, I hit that switch for a reason. I might as well. That kind of put him on the outs with everyone. You know, it was, and I guess you could consider him like a persona non grata for a decent amount of time. And if I were to actually go into, you know, some of the behaviors, that his siblings experienced, that his parents experienced, we would be going for a long time, and I'm not really one to really dish out dirt on people. There's a Discord that I frequent, and I kind of had my piece to say about that. You know, this was a situation that existed before I was around, before any of my siblings were around. This was an individual who, had his demons, had his issues. He wasn't stupid, not by any means. I guess during that time period, I guess he was one of the few people who, you might consider to be, I guess, tech-savvy? As far as what passed for tech in, like, when he was young, I suppose. 1970s, 1980s. But, for whatever reason, things fell apart along the way. And there were attempts to try and reconcile. There were attempts to try and, maybe he's grown up, maybe he's matured. Maybe not necessarily to bring him back into the fold. Although he did eventually move a bit closer to us as time went on, after we had, like changed states. And there would be periods where things were nice for a while, things were maybe not necessarily friendly or inviting, but, civil, cordial. But then things would flare up again. Then it got to a point that once me and my brother, once we were older, we ended up being his closest contact, geographically. He was, the only family that he had locally for a little while. And we tried to be as accommodating as we could. And again, at least initially, things were, if not, reasonably okay, if not a little strange, if not a little strained. But it ultimately got to a point where he just couldn't really help himself. And those behaviors would just, flare up again. Just kind of the way he would treat people. And after a certain point, you're like, we've done all we could. And it's just a matter of, we gotta, we gotta do what we can to stay sane, And I am bringing this up now because, back on Wednesday, I was informed. Well, here's how it happened. My other brothers, they got phone calls from, like, I guess local agencies, I guess the local police department, things of that nature. I'm not sure who contacted them first, but it was in regards to a deceased individual. And so we kind of had a good idea of who they were referring to. I think all we could really think of, well, who might we be related to, who would be living in this area, who would fit that description. So my father took it upon himself to sort of follow up with the calls that my other brothers had been receiving. And it was confirmed that this uncle of ours, is in fact deceased. You know, and you know, after speaking to my dad, you know, he kind of echoes the same sentiments as I do. You know, it's just... More than anything, it's a shame. More than anything, you know, it hurts to see someone who was very clearly intelligent, who was very clearly, you know, someone who had that type of potential. Hold on, what am I doing here? Hold on. Yeah, I really ought to pay attention. I mean, kind of hard to, though. You know, so someone who had that potential, someone who was obviously, you know, very creative, very intelligent, and just to have that, you know, kind of fall apart. You know, you know, you could say that, you know, maybe it was the substance abuse that played a role in it. Maybe it was mental illness. You know, probably both, because I know those two things often feed one another. But, you know, I think for a lot of us, it got to a point where, okay, people got to make decisions in their best interest. People got to do, you know, what's right by them. I guess for whatever reason... Ooh, Eki. Okay, I like that. You know, he lived his life and he conducted himself in a way that I guess made sense to him. You know, in spite of how harmful that was, you know, to others around him. To others who, you know, by all accounts, you know, did their best to... You know, if not help, then at least, you know, be accommodating to. But there's only so much you can do. You know, ultimately, someone's got to want to help themselves. You know, and I'm not going to hold it against them, you know. Not going to hold it against, you know, my folks or hold it against my family members if... You know, hell, even I'm, you know, not really getting all mushy here. You know, if it seems like, you know, kind of an impersonal sort of way to describe things, you know, it's just one of those situations. That's how things played out. You know, that's how it is sometimes. Ooh, Prospero. That sounds like a brand of wine, I think. What a noisy boy. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Prospero. What do you want? You came here looking for the treasures of King Noel. I'm sorry, but I know absolutely nothing about the treasures. Oh, I am suspiciously sus about that. However, I did come across a fragment of a document from the legend of King Noel just the other day. What did it say? Long, long ago, in the age of King Noel, a vast horde of soldiers came to this land. But why here? The war was on the continent. What good is an island to soldiers? They must have come to protect something very valuable of King Noel's. Oh, of course, that's it! Wait. There's no reason to assume they were protecting the king's treasures. Maybe not, but I can feel it. Anything else? I'll look it up in my own book. Stop by later. I may have something for you then. Alright, got a livestock out of the deal. Oh, the livestock doesn't replenish me completely. I mean, it does give me another thing to use. Okay, so those dudes moved out of the way. Okay, yeah, as I was mentioning before, this is, I'm really glad I'm using, like, damn it. I'm doing this with an analog stick, doing this with a thumbstick, and not trying to do the motions with a D-pad. This feels a bit more fluid. Although, I'm not sure how much that's gonna help when we have to do some of the jumps. Yes, we are going to do some platforming, or you are expected to do some platforming here. And that can get kinda messy. Yeah. So, yeah, everything I've talked about so far, that was my week. You know, and if it sounds weird, I think before I posted, before I started talking about this in other online spaces, I think I made sure to say, you know, this isn't one of those situations where I feel anything like condolences or, you know, hug emojis or, my personal favorite, thoughts and prayers are really warranted. I just don't feel it's that kind of situation. You know, and maybe that's a callous thing to say, but you know, that's just kind of the dynamics of, you know, the people in play there. You know, that's just, you know, that's just how the situation was. As far as what happens now, there's a lot going on. I think my dad's handling most of the oh, what's this? Oh, that moved. Oh, can I scooch down here? Alright. Another livestock, I'll take it. Yeah. As far as, you know, the formal stuff, the legal stuff, you know, because when someone dies, there's always legal stuff and, you know, that kind of thing that needs to be handled. So he's kind of taking the point on that. You know, as far as, you know, stuff like, you know, what happens to whatever property he owns, whatever happens to whatever possessions, what happens to the place he, you know, was living in at the time. You know, a lot of that's gotta be worked out. So that's kind of where things stand right now. Actually, the timeline here is actually a bit weirder than what I alluded to. I was notified. The family was notified. We were notified this past Wednesday. When someone actually found him, it was I believe it was the 18th. Thank you for the follow. No speak English. Okay. I think you're doing okay right now, English-wise. I can understand you. At the very least, I get the thrust of what you're talking about. I get the gist of what you say. You get the main idea across. Yeah. So, let's see. Still a little shy of the money for the... Oh, Nigel, a terrible tragedy occurred soon after you left. After we managed to fix the bridge, gummy thugs marched in and kidnapped... See, what's interesting here, they don't let the text sort of scroll up. Each time the text scrolls, they gotta get the name of the character speaking in there again. Farah, oh my little girl. Okay, so there was an abduction, there was a kidnapping. Let's see, let me try to find the inn. Let's do that. But again, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. I do believe this is the first time I've had any interaction with someone from Sri Lanka. Wait, what am I doing? 10 golds for a night. Okay, this is the button I want to press, which is, on this particular controller, the Y button. This being a Genesis game, was originally intended to be played with three face buttons. I'll tell you about something interesting about the 3-button controller, or at least an experience I had with a game. I don't know if you're aware, if anyone knows the game Alien Soldier. made by Treasure. The guys that also did stuff like Gunstar Heroes and Dynamite Headdy for the Genesis. That was a brand new one for me when it came out on the Virtual Console. It never got a physical release in the US, I don't think. It may have gotten one in Europe, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I should probably save too. Might have gotten a release in Europe. And I think it also may have been on the Sega Channel back in the 90s. But it was available on Virtual Console. And I tried playing it with the Wii Classic controller. That was the one that had the shoulder buttons and the face buttons and all of that. So I remember playing Alien Soldier for the first time. And... what was that? Hold on, did we tap out? Hold on, did we X out before we... Oh, oh, I see. You know what? I didn't intend to do that. Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna cheat. Now we'll save. And instead of doing that shit over again, we'll do this. See, that was just for, you know, not saving at the appropriate time. Just imagine some of the other stuff we're gonna have to do. But anyway, Alien Soldier. I tried playing that on the, on sort of the Wiimote, sort of the Wii Classic controller. And if you've never played, Alien Soldier before, it's got some pretty peculiar controls to it. Stuff that I really couldn't make head or tails of on a controller that had, like, 4 face buttons. And really early on, I really struggled with it. Then I tried something. So... with certain games, you had the option to either... you could play it a few different ways. Certain Virtual Console games. You could play it with the Wiimote when you were, like, holding it horizontally. Like you were holding, like a proper controller. Because you either had the choice, for a lot of games, you could just sort of, like, waggle your Wiimote, or you could hold it like a controller. So certain games, like games for the NES, games on Genesis, you know, stuff that required, you know, not that many face buttons, you could hold it horizontally, because you had a big brown button, and you had 2 smaller buttons. You had the big, I think it was the A button on the controller. Hold on. Let me jog my memory as to what an actual Wiimote looked like. Okay, so like let's say you held it horizontally. You could use the D-pad with your thumb, and right next to, I guess if you were holding it, let's say you're a normal. Okay, that's bad. Don't say normal like that. Let's say you're a right-handed person. The right hand is your dominant hand. So you would hold the Wiimote in a way that your thumb would be closest to the directional pad, the D-pad, and you also had easy access to the A button. And further down, like pretty much at the other end of the Wiimote, you would have the 1 and 2 buttons. So if you're playing a Genesis game, you basically have the exact number of buttons needed to play most of those games. Of course, there are exceptions, like if you were playing something like I guess a lot of fighting games that would require like more buttons. Something like Street Fighter 2. I know there was a Street Fighter 2 port. There were a couple of Street Fighter games that came out for Genesis, and a normal 3-button controller just wasn't going to hack it, so that's why they started selling the 6-button controllers. But for most Genesis games, you know, 3 buttons would suffice. And I started using that approach, started using the 3 buttons on the Wiimote to play Alien Soldier. And for whatever reason, it just clicked with me. You know, what I needed to do, how to control things. I just needed to remove some of the superfluous buttons, the unnecessary buttons, the extra ones. And once I did that, I had a much easier time with the game. It just clicked for me. And now Alien Soldier is one of my favorites. But now that I think about it, I have not... That's also another one I haven't played in a very long time. And we were already at that cave. Never mind. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Ah, alright. So this isn't going to be a super long stream, I don't think. Because last night I spent like almost 5.5 hours playing Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. It took me like 2.5 hours longer than I honestly thought it would. So as not to you know, exhaust myself. The stream won't be as long as that one. Hold on. Okay, so here's your rogues gallery. We got your transparent gray slimes. They look like little bubbles. And I don't know if you can see it here, but we've got kind of this. You see those? Those are supposed to be mushrooms, and they look like normal mushrooms. But let's say, let's go here, for example. Let's try to approach... Okay, those are inert, too. But just keep an eye on those. Keep an eye on those. That's going to be important in a moment. Okay, we got a blue slime. They're a bit more dangerous. They take more hits, and they jump at you. See, the gray slimes only sort of lurch forward. These guys jump. And they do more damage. Oh, come on. The mushrooms are gonna pull a dirty trick on us in a little bit. Like, where are the vocal cords on the slimes that they're screaming like that? Oh, he got hung up on something. Alright, what do we got? Is there a mushroom? I know that we got the big mushroom enemies, and in some cases they can be really obnoxious. There we go, these fuckers. Yeah, those guys can be a pain. Even look freaky too. It's like a mushroom cap. They've got like 2 mouths, one on top, one on the bottom. Freaky as hell. Scared the shit out of me when I played this for the first time. I just did not want to run into them at all. Okay, what do we got in here? Okay, let's hold off on that for a little bit. I want to see what we got elsewhere. Okay, so... This being an early attempt at the isometric 3D stuff, I don't know if it was, like, the earliest, because you did have, like, stuff like, there was that platformer for the NES, like, I think it was Solstice. Solstice, is that the game I'm thinking of? I've never played it, but I think that would be a good 8-bit example. Yeah. That guy's got a little bit of an AoE attack going on. Not always the easiest thing to deal with. Right now, I'm trying to grind for that other livestock. Swamp Shrine, Village of Gummy, Village. Let's go to the Village of Gummy. Let's go see the gummy bears. So this kind of being an early attempt at doing like a 3D sort of adventure here, to this scope, at least. there's going to be some jank. Case in point, if we get too close to these bushes, if we get too close to, like, a tree or something, that sort of cock blocks our attack. That can be a problem in, like, narrow corridors and hallways. So, unfortunately, there is going to be a bit of jank with games like these. Oh, hey, we fought these dudes already. 4 hits, that's as many hits as the blue slime. I guess they're orcs. Epop orc ah. What do we got here? Who are you? Get out of here, stranger! Alright, well that's one option. But hey, we can sort of eavesdrop. Friday says, look, it's Farah. Let's go down from here. Okay, come on. So we're gonna eavesdrop. We're gonna listen into this little conversation, this little powwow. Thumpa thumpa yo, sacrificial, beneficial, nothing here is artificial. Ah, hitting me with those dope rhymes. Undefiled, unbeguiled, please accept this virgin child. Thumpa thumpa yo. Okay, they just pick her up, tied to the plank and everything. Alright. So we've got free reign to... They all took off. Actually, did the guards take off too? That's kind of what you need to do to sort of get everybody, like, moving. Sort of get them out of the way. Ooh, oh, someone's there. Someone's there. Okay. Okay, the guards are gone. Thankfully. Oh, hey, buddy. What are you up to? What are you trying to pull? Okay, I'm so scared. Papa followed them to the shrine. I mean, she was supposed to stay home, but... Okay, what do we got here? Yeah, there should be at least one more livestock in this dwelling. Find that. Got another livestock. That takes us up to 10. Swell. Outstanding. Let's get in here. Go away. Hey, you know, you're in a church. That's not very holy of you. Not that attitude. Although then again, some of the holy people I see running around nowadays. That oddly tracks. People still acting up like that. Oh well, what can you do? Alright, and is there anything in here? I don't think I checked that just yet. Howdy, stranger, are you gonna stay? Livestock? What are you gonna get me for? Ooh, that's a little up there for me. A little too rich for my blood. Drop that down. Oh, what are they getting us for the hotel? Alright, well, oh, wait, okay, I'm hitting the wrong button. I'm hitting B when I should be hitting Y. On this controller, at least. What would it be? Would it be A, B, or C on this one, on an actual Genesis controller? I don't remember. Maybe A, because I'm having to use the button that's, using the face button that's, furthest to the left. Maybe A. You know, one of my favorite questions to ask people who've, you know, been playing video games for a long time, you know, particularly Sonic games, what I like to do is ask them what their favorite jump button is. Because, for example, in Sonic 1, the only action you can do is jump. And all 3 face buttons, A, B, and C, or jump. And I always wonder, you know, what everyone's preferred jump button is. I think on this controller, I would probably default to Y. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Let's see if we can grind up a little more cash. Actually, I don't... Probably a little too early for this section. Get back here. Get back here, buddy. Get back here! Alright. Wow! Wow! Everybody has the same scream. I'm trying to do a little... Trying to demonstrate a little bit of fancy footwork. Oh, okay. So that's one of the problems with the mushroom people. I think that's one of those mushrooms that would probably eat you before you would eat it. That's just my guess anyway. Personally, I like cooking with mushrooms. One of my favorite things to cook, I don't know if you're familiar with much in the way of, like, Italian cuisine, Italian food. One of my favorite things to cook is chicken cacciatore. It's basically a chicken stew with chicken simmered in a sauce made from... I typically stew it with, like, red wine and tomatoes. You can put a lot of different things in there. I like putting mushrooms in my chicken cacciatore. My brother hates mushrooms, but I'll make him eat it anyway. Because I think everybody could use I was about to say vegetables. I know mushrooms are fungus and therefore not technically plants. But I guess we can use the term culinary vegetable. Kinda like how a tomato's a fruit. But, you know, you probably shouldn't put it in a fruit salad. You know, that kind of deal. I think that's really the only time I buy mushrooms anymore, is to make chicken cacciatore. Okay, that's one of the... That's kind of an annoying thing about this game. It's a little jank, and you do get pinged around. You can get pinged around between screens that way, if you take damage, because there is a bit of knockback when you take a hit. Which is kind of a bummer. But thankfully, the tougher enemies do give more cash. They do drop more money. Alright. Oh, I thought he was gonna get me there. Okay, so those mushrooms don't grow. And actually... Okay, so... I'm one of those people that remembers, you know, the kinds of games they were playing at one time. I forget the exact year. Kind of in, like, the late 2000s, when I was downloading a lot of games for Wii. Buying a lot of games off their Virtual Console. I had this for a little while, and, you know, for the most part, when Virtual Console was a new thing on the Wii, I would just buy up games that I was familiar with. And also buy up games that I knew from, like, say, Nintendo Power. Games that I would read about in magazines, but never had the chance to play them. Something like ActRaiser. I didn't play ActRaiser for the first time. ActRaiser for the Super Nintendo. And I knew it was one of the early games that came out on the Super Nintendo. I never got the chance to play it until it came out on Virtual Console. And I would really be happy if that came out for something else. Like the original game. I know they took a few stabs at, like, trying to remake it or do, like, a spiritual sequel to it. But I don't think any of those were as good as, you know, the original ActRaiser. So a lot of my early Virtual Console purchases was just stuff I remember reading about but never playing, stuff that I remember my parents playing when they had their NES. You know, just things like that. Oh, wait. Should be able to buy... Wait, that's the inn. The store's gotta be elsewhere. Store is elsewhere. Hold on. Want to get that livestock. You know, I've made chicken stock. I've made vegetable stock. Don't think I've ever got around to making livestock. There we are. Okay. Alright, so what I want to do now... Where are we at? 37 golds? Okay, for the next section coming up, which I guess is... Well, we've been to a dungeon already, but that was kind of like a warm-up dungeon. You know, baby's first dungeon. Let me go ahead and save. I think I'll want to get that other livestock as well. So I'd be up to 12, I think. Well, so, I want to go into, I guess, the first, you know, real puzzle-heavy dungeon of the game with as much livestock as possible. Because, this game can be a little mean sometimes. And I think the total we need to get is... I think it was like 205, 206 golds. For that other livestock in the Gummy Village. So that's the number we're gonna have to, that's the number I want to keep in mind. Okay, so anyway, I remember the first time I beat this game. I don't think the last portion of this game, I don't think the last bits of this game really put me in a good mood. It was kind of nerve-wracking, kind of harrowing. But I remember beating this. I remember beating Dynamite Heady for the first time. Another very good game, I've streamed that before, but it gets really nasty near the end. Action platformer if you're not aware. And I remember beating the first Shining Force game. I knocked out all three of those games in the same month. This was around the time I was really starting to sort of document the games I was finishing. Or at least have a list written down somewhere. Okay, yeah, I tried to smack him from behind. Again, I kind of got blocked by the tree or the shrub, one of those things. And for a while, I had been keeping, actually for a good number of years, I had been, like, making lists of games I had finished over the course of a year. I didn't really do that last year, but I'm kind of getting the sense that since I'm streaming a lot more often, and since I'm recording and saving my streams, and, like, later uploading them to YouTube, you know, I don't necessarily feel compelled to really write down a list when I kind of have all of that documented in video form. At least that's why I think I'm not really prioritizing just jotting, doing lists in a way that I used to. So if I want to see what I played, I can just, you know, see what I uploaded. I do not like those shrooms. They are bad and awful. Probably don't taste very good. Get out of the game ground, you little shit. Okay. Now, what was the price for... I think it was 20 to have a room in Gummy Village. I think they're okay with me there because I don't look like one of the brown bears. Which says some rather unflattering things about, their society. And, you know, nice rest, but keep in mind, this is, you know, this is a village with dirt floors. So, you know, the accommodations you get, you know, you're not exactly staying at the, not exactly staying at the Hampton Inn. It ain't exactly Hampton Inn and Suites. Alright. Now, what I want to do now... grind for more cash. Trying to think of another game that kind of took this isometric approach. That maybe was a little gentler, a little kinder. I know there was a sequel to this, or a sequel of sorts. I think it came out for the Super Nintendo, or rather, it never left Japan, so, you know, more accurately, the Super Famicom. Called Landstalker. And I do not believe that ever came out stateside, ever came out in the West, officially. Actually, what I'm wondering now is, was there ever any point in, and I guess the whole development of, you know, sort of retro-style throwback games, or modern retro games, that adopted this isometric 3D style. Because for the longest time, you know, of course they were going back and, like, doing games in that sort of, you know, 8-bit, 16-bit style. You know, there are plenty of games like that. I know in recent years there's been a push to embrace, sort of the... What gen was it? The style of 5th gen consoles, whatever the one with the, PlayStation, Sega Saturn, Nintendo 64, that time period. You know, I know in recent years there have been games, new games, you know, made in sort of that style. Particularly a lot of the throwback survival horror game stuff. I'm thinking games like Signalis and Crow Country and oh, there are probably some others, but those are the two that come to mind right now. So that style's had a bit of a renaissance, bit of a rebirth. But I can't remember if anyone tried to, you know, bring back isometric 3D. See, at least I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Anything like in the last couple of years, or even really the last decade. You know, nothing's really coming to mind on that front. Or at least anything that really... that I guess you would consider, like, a hit, or, like... you know, was, like, big and successful. And if you're a VOD watcher and you do, you know, can think of something that sort of, you know, fits the description of what I'm talking about, feel free to leave a comment. Alright, I need you to bounce back. Or not. We can change screens. Oh, damn it. I didn't mean to take that smack. Didn't mean to take your smack talk, Junior. Wow. Shit. Okay. Well, oh, I couldn't even see. Just hiding, like right here where I couldn't see the damn thing. Oh, here's what we can do. Wait. Okay, yeah, trying to use items from this menu. That can be a little finicky. Not the most elegant way of, putting a menu together. Like I said, this game's got some jank going on. Yeah. But like I said, I'm curious as to why... maybe it's like a technical thing, a programming thing, that maybe it's just not that easy to do isometric 3D. Like, kind of in this style. But, you know, they brought back the old school survival horror. They brought back boomer shooters. I think, yeah, that's another genre that kind of had another day in the sun. Kind of had its second hurrah. Actually, I actually did get a, for, when they did a bunch of the holiday sales back in December, I grabbed a bunch of stuff that, you know, is probably going to be relevant for February. I do have plans for, you know, a certain genre or a certain approach to games that I have now several of in my backlog. You know, and I'm going to put that to good use in the month of February in a way that I feel is thematically appropriate. How much for their ickies? Okay, 15. That's not too bad. All right. Don't worry, we'll do the dungeon once we get that livestock. See, he is the only gummy person who was nice to me. But he's only nice to me because I'm a paying customer. He's not gonna tell me to... That gummy's not gonna tell me to shove off like those church parishioners. Nasty, vile little vermin that they are. Ooh. Okay, I'll take it. Eki drop, yeah. Swell. Basically, my plan for February, what my initial plan for February, first-person February, because I've got a lot of those now. Not necessarily first-person shooters, although I have a lot of old-ass shooters in my backlog now. You know, which, hey, you know, why not put that, why not make the backlog work for me? You know what I mean? But there are some titles that I have in mind. Some titles that I plan on going through. Just a lot of different games, none of which I think are going to be particularly long. You know, I do like streaming games that have an end in sight. Unless it's like for a special occasion. You know, like if I have a week off, then I'll do like a longish RPG. Because I know I can probably finish it in the time when I am not obligated to go anywhere or really do anything of any consequence. But I think we'll do some interesting things in February. At least I know I'll get a little something out of it. At least I hope I will. Come on. Yeah, so the mushroom, he doesn't always... Normally, you can just kind of, you know, smack him. If you approach, he typically comes up. You can usually smack him that way. But it's not always a smooth... It's not always smooth... Not always smooth sailing. What are words? What even are words? Seriously. Okay, 189. Okay, let's shoop back around. You know, in first person, that should cover, like, a lot of ground. So I do have my options open in that regard. Come on. Of course, I don't know if I'm going to get started this weekend because, I've got a lot of office homework to do. And I probably should be doing some of that right now, but I kind of wanted to hit a dozen streams for the month. That's a threshold I'm going to be shooting for. And, you know, some of the more astute viewers may have noticed, hey, 12 streams a month, hey, isn't that one of the requirements for... And I'll say, shush, we're not thinking about that right now. I'm just trying to get, you know, some more regular stream time in. Just trying to put myself out there. You know, let's not put the cart before the horse. Because there's a lot that needs to happen before then. And I do mean a lot. But again, let's not dwell on that. We're just doing this for fun. We're just doing this for a laugh, doing this for a lark, doing this for amusement. That's all. I'm just doing this, put a smile on your face. Or at least a smirk. Or maybe a grimace. Depending on what's happening at a given time. Yeah. Come on. Get over there. Oh, I think we're gonna have to do another hotel visit. Or another inn visit. Yeah, 209. Okay, let us rest our weary head yet again. 20 for a single room. Okay, let's do the thing. Okay, maybe I should just go back between the screens that don't have the mushroom in them. Maybe that would be the proper way to do things. $191. 193, so that's 2 per. Alright. Okay, yeah, that is a much safer way. That is a much safer way to do that. Tell you what, let's pump it up to 210. Or maybe 220. Just so we have a little extra. A little left over. Slash, 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 slash. Okay. Okay. Alright, nice. I am happy with that. I am very happy with that. Wait, come on, get, good. Livestock. 206. Leaves us with 10. Okay, we got a dozen livestock. Every bit of livestock helps. It absolutely does. It's hard to inspire others to do good deeds when so many evils beset us. Alright, I think we're ready for the big dungeon now. And I love a lot of the sounds that the Genesis makes. I love a lot of the harsher, almost atonal sounds that you can get from it. I don't know, a lot of grunge music, a lot of heavy music was popular around that time. A lot of harsh sounding stuff was big. And I guess it just really fit the era. You know, that time in the 90s where Genesis did what Nintendo didn't, I suppose. Alright, so we are going into, heading this way. Come on. Let's move. Alright, ooh, grab that one. Grab that cash in the nick of time. Alright, let's take you out so you don't follow me across the bridge. Because I do not want to be followed. Take care of you. Yeah, so the only way to increase your stats at all in this game is either through livestock or equipment. And we're still rocking with our default gear right now, but hopefully that changes soon. What are you dudes up to? I used something strange to open that door. I took Farah to the shrine, but the door wouldn't open. Or we tried to get in. The door would not open. Alright. So. Here we are. So this is the first, I guess this is the first major dungeon of the game. So now I gotta figure out how to get in. Okay, I'm getting this, yeah, I probably will need something else. Something strange. I have to find that something strange. I want to say there's probably something back at the village or someone I need to meet back at that village. Okay. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, I got harmed for 2 points of damage. That's not nice. That's not groovy. Oh, again, the shrooms. I don't care for them at all. Not when they pull a prank like that. Are you gonna jump up? Are you gonna come out? Are you gonna, you know, be a man? Be a fun guy? And take it on the chin? I thought so. There is one place I haven't looked yet. And I think it would behoove us, it would be in our interests, if we did look that way. If we did take a gander. Did take a little bit of a peek. Yeah, out through here. Alright. Am I going to run into what's-his-face here? At least, I think... shit. Okay, let's back up. Let's back up a bit. Because I think to find the thing that we needed... Okay, Chief Chief's domain. Is that it? Is that what we... Oh, okay, that's what we need. That's what we need. Found it, found it, found it. Okay, okay, okay. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Or is it? Well, we'll find out shortly. Yeah, I remember there being something in there. Da 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 da. All right. Yeah, for some reason I feel like I am a little more talkative tonight than I was last night. Actually, you know, but I think that it has something to do with the fact that this game isn't quite kicking me in the teeth as often as Tropical Freeze was last night. I think that's what it is. You know, I'm not screaming at the boss fight. Not yet. Actually, now that I think about it, there really aren't. You have the stuff at the end. I guess you could consider that a boss fight. But I don't quite remember if... Well, there are probably a couple. I know they got some, like, mini-boss fights, some, like, or rooms with, like, tougher enemies in it. As far as actual boss fights go, I'm not sure there really are that many. Actually, I'm not sure if that was a thing with Genesis games. Particularly the more, I guess, the more graphics-intensive one. You know, there were the ones with, like... What am I trying to say? You had games that, you know, looked really advanced, really graphically intensive. I think those might have been some of the games that would skimp on boss fights. I'm thinking of things like Vector Man, that really didn't have that many boss fights. What else? Oh, Comic Zone. Comic Zone is another good example of it. You know, very unique, had a very unique art style. Sort of stands alone in that regard. Only like three fights in the entire game. And all of them, hilariously enough, can be really, like... You can win those fights really easily and really cheaply if you know what you're doing. Which is fantastic, because the rest of the game is hard as shit. I don't know, I'm trying to top off my health as often as I can. That's just a thing we're doing now. Okay. Try to make it back to that entrance. Now that we have the stone idol in our possession. Oh, motherfucker. Yeah, this just screwed us over. That's not good. You know what? I don't even think it was legal for me to take the hit like that. Excuse me. There we go. Yeah. Just because I'm personally offended by that. Also, again, I just finished playing Tropical Freeze last night. I am not going to take anybody's nonsense. I am not going to take this game's nonsense. Alright. So we just need to make it back to the area with the bridge. Back across the bridge. Okay. Don't have to bother about finishing you off. I would like you to drop. Alright. Okay. You're here. You're here. I know you're there. I know you're there. There, okay, yeah, thought so. Thought you could pull a fast one on me. Thought you were so cute, thought you were so clever. And I think you can score critical hits in this game. Let's see. Use the stone idol. Alright, open sesame, here we go. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is the big theme of this dungeon. Balls. Balls everywhere. Balls for days. Balls on your forehead. We've got big balls. Fancy big balls. He's got big balls. She's got big balls. But we've got the biggest balls of them all. And we just took a fuck ton of hits right there. Alright, now the platforming hell begins. In here. Alright, icky. Oh, need a key for that. Alright, how about when I really need it? I'll keep that in my back pocket for when I really need it. Or I could just eat the death. It's not like anything's kept track of here. Alright, let's shimmy onto here. Another Eki. We're definitely gonna need those. Alright, okay, so this was the part from the start. We tried to go in through that other corridor. Alright, can I bounce? No jumping across. No jumping through the invisible wall. Alright. Whew, alright. Go through here. Alright, so we have quite a few rooms where we gotta dispatch of our enemies before we are allowed to progress any further. Wake up, wakey. Wakey, mushroom boy. There we go. Okay, we can't jump up to that. I believe that's one of the chests we gotta drop down onto from a higher level. Alright. Okay, we can get a little... stand to be a little more assertive in this situation. Ooh, okay. Okay, positioning. Okay, back up. Alright. Okay, up here we can go. Ooh, spike balls. Yeah, not fun. What we got in here? So we can go up through that. Jump over that. I don't trust that. I feel like it's gonna drop or fall. I got the key. Alright. Alright, so that is surprisingly stable. Alright. Oh, just see sort of the nastiness they tried to pull on my ass there. Wow. Alright. 2-for-1 deal, I'll take it. Oh, alright. Okay, what door do I want to go into now? Actually, what door did I come from? That might be the more pertinent question. Okay, we'll take a look through here. Okay, you drop. Got another icky. Alright, I'll take it. Okay, now all the slimes have dropped. Got gold all day. Alright, I'm liking it. I'm loving it. Alright. You gotta be careful here. Because there are some mushrooms, but not all of them... Not all of them... will activate. Can I get you? Alright. Maybe... I think it was just 2. Get up. Alright. There we go. There we go. There we go. Anybody else? Oh, we got a few more. Oh, yeah, that's a death. But with the ickies in our back pocket, with the herbs in our back, motherfucker. Okay, yeah, I just saw the flash on the other screen. Yeah, this is an old Genesis game. You're gonna get flashes. I'm sorry. Yeah, just try to avert your gaze, I suppose. And that's the other key we got. Well, not you, but I think that one. Yeah. That'll take us through. I think there were actually quite a few keys we needed to grab. Or for another section coming up. Whoa. Okay, that we did already. Okay, back to this bit. Actually, what's the maximum? What's the max I can hold? Is it 8? I don't remember. I imagine that question will be answered for me before too long. Oh, okay, 9. We can carry more than that. Okay, so going down through that door takes me there. Oh, the cash landed on the other dude. Alright. And I think, yeah, the 2 keys are what we need, right? No, wait, I think we got another key there. We procured a key there earlier. I think 2 is all I need right now. Oh. Okay, he just tried to jack me from around the corner. Come on. Alright. Okay, so they are all gone. They are all done and dusted. I jumped. Game. Fickle! Okay. And here's... Yeah, this could get annoying. Depending on how you feel about it. You gotta go to the menu and pull out the key. Manual unlock, no auto unlocks like in an actual good video game. Okay, I'm joking. This game's alright. Even the games I get mad at, they have some redeeming values. Otherwise, I would not be playing them. Okay. Who can I take out first? We'll start with you. Shit. Is that everybody? Alrighty then. Let's do an about face. Take you out. Alright. One of you. Well, or both of you. Thought so. I still got a key I can use. Alright. Boo. We'll use you. Let's see where this gets us. Alright. Let's hug the corner. Let's hug the door for now. I think... Last one. Can you die? Alright. Alright, so this drops down. This takes us up. We activated something! Whatever could that be? Maybe it was... that? Not sure. Not sure. Alright, let's loop around. Come on. Alright, we go through there. Alright. Okay, we got a bit of a puzzle situation to contend with. Now, what's going on here? What's this all about? Wait, is this... do I have to guess the correct one? Is that what we're... is that what... okay, it's one of those. Everything resets. Well, in most rooms. It's not uncommon for enemies to respawn. That doesn't do anything. Hold on. Can I get you? Okay, we've moved one of those. Was it this one? Alright, okay, we've got our way up. Just a little bit of rudimentary puzzle solving. And a little more platforming. If you please. Oh, alright. Yeah, I got spiked to death. So that activates temporary platforms. Oh, we're missing a key. I'm short one key. Wondering if this is where I go to retrieve it. Well, you know, we got Eki for days. We'll be fine. Pushed my ass right back out the door. Like again, this game... games of this era, they like to troll you. Alright. Which one? Which one? One of these little shits. It's somebody. And we drop dead again. Isn't that lovely? Okay. This has gotta be the path to another key. Alright, so all four of these guys needed to go. Alright, so they dropped the switch there. Oh, balls. Gotta love them balls. What does this do? Alright, alright, Okay. So we activated something. Okay, so that takes us over there. Oh, there's got... that's what the other box is for. There's something else I gotta get the drop on. Okay, okay. Well, we... okay, the puzzle's solved. I just need to get out of there. And stop taking balls to my balls. Okay, worked out nicely. Okay, and that is our other key, and... Oh, cool, they brought me back to this room again. And then this really isn't too strenuous to get through. We already know where that other door is. I just need this platform to get into position for me. Like so. Alright, fantastic, fantastic. We'll use that one. We'll use that. Okay, ooh, we got traps for days. We got balls, we got spikes. All manner of nastiness. What? Ooh, okay. Totally did not intend to drop that far down. We're just gonna do that one more time. I hope, I think. We're getting maced right in the face. Took another set of balls. This one, one that is spiked. For her pleasure, not mine. There was nothing pleasurable about that. Okay. Okay, get that. Let's back up, back up, back up, back up. Alright, do I want to go up or do I want to hit the switch first? Or do I need to bring something back down with me? I think, yeah, that's probably the case. Alright, more cash, more money. Alright, I need another key. Oh, okay, I think I know what it is. I think I know. I gotta get one of these dudes to step on the switch for me. Tell you what, let's clear the barn out a little bit. I see, I see. Okay, would be easier if I only had one of these guys to deal with. Okay. You, over here. Aquí. Mira. Alright. Like so. Okay, we just need them to line up. Line up. Like so. Will this work? Okay, swell. Outstanding. Could not have gone better. I mean, it could technically have gone better. I could have prevented myself from getting smacked around as much as I did. No, this isn't my first time. I died. No, this isn't my first time playing this. I've known of this game and I've played it on and off since I think the year it came out, 1993. So I've been playing this game on and off for a very long time. It's just that it wasn't until like the mid-2000s where I actually beat it. So a lot of these old games I've either played before, I've beaten before, or I am at least, you know, somewhat familiar with them. I mean, so, and I don't entirely play, like, retro games or old games. I play a lot of them, but that's not the entirety of what I do. I'm curious to know, have you played a lot of, like, sort of retro-style games, like 8-bit, 16-bit? I'm a little curious about that. Okay, here we go. Let's see if there's anything I can grab, like a chest or any type of treasure. I guess we were coming up across something that's kind of like a boss fight. Okay, there go the worshippers. How did you get in here? Don't disturb our sacred ceremony. Orc King! Orc King! Okay. Alright. Alright. So we just needed to back away. Something fell. I heard the sound. Got a livestock. Alright, outstanding. Oh, Nigel, I just knew you'd come. I'd like to thank you again. Please come to my house when you've finished here. Okay, and ooh, okay. Yeah, they were going all out here. They were going all out. Actually, I wonder, will this drop me down anywhere important? Oh, that just took me back to the beginning. You know, there was a chest there that I am curious about. Okay, so we did save the villager. But there was a chest up there earlier. Oh, I'm sure it's nothing too important. Wow, wow, wow. A lot of these sound effects, they just get sort of like ingrained in your brain. They just kind of stand there, just kind of stay there. Alright, cool. Let's see. Yeah, okay, I could have handled that better. Okay, now we're just making a mad dash to the exit. But I do believe the village we want to go back to is Masan Village. I believe that's what it was called. Alrighty then. Just take care of those guys. Everything's going swell, everything's going swimmingly. I think I demonstrated my aptitude for, you know, cave diving or, I don't know, treasure hunting just now. Alright. Let's see what's up here. Okay, I guess I can go to the chief's village. A big bear statue. Alright, what do you got for me, man? I humbly thank you. Thanks for everything. Like the saying goes, sparkles are the best way to express one's gratitude. I have never heard of that saying before. The people of Masan are extremely thankful. Please take this jewel, Nigel. Got the red jewel. Okay. Don't forget about us. Don't you forget about me. You look so brave fighting the Orc Kings. If only my father's red jewel were our dowry. You know what? Nigel is a bachelor for life. Don't worry about it. He's got a tiny woman in his back pocket. That's the only love he needs. You know, Nigel would very much prefer to be with someone a little more cosmopolitan, I would say. Wait. Let's try this again. Pick up the book. Pick up el libro. Yeah, that's how it goes, right? Libro ends in O. Trying to remember the very little Spanish that I can recall. Take it easy. Take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Okay, that's all I can sing without Don Henley getting on my ass. Okay, yeah, I want to see what I can do with that red jewel of mine. Let's see where that takes me. Actually, can I do anything in that tree? I know a little later on there's a tree we can actually see the inside of. Da, 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 da. I'm not sure if I needed to go see the... No, wait, that's... No, we saw that already. We saw... Well, actually, you know what? It might be worthwhile to see what this dude's up to. He might have something for us before we depart. And he did say to come back and visit him. So you know what? While we're in the neighborhood, we'll go check him out. We'll go check things out. I believe it was this way. He might have something for us. Or maybe it was through here. Maybe it was through a door it opened with a key. Okay, that's a chest. We did that already. Never mind. Da, 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 da. Oh, okay, that switch already. Yeah, my short-term memory isn't great, is not what it used to be. Okay, I think that was the way to the old geezer. Prospero. Prospero or Prospero? One of those two. Alright. Okay, I'm pretty sure it was through here. We're gonna say hi to him again. Good, good. The two tribes will get close to each other from now on. About King Noel. I just found out that he did exist in very ancient times. That's all I can find in my books. Hopefully you can find out more in Mercator. Alright. Alright, so no actual tangible item. Alright, just a pat on the back and some solid advice. Some of those slimes went down in one slash. I know you don't really level up, per se. But you do get crits. You can get critical hits. And I think some weapons you get do have a higher rate of crits. I want to say that that's true in this game. Either that, or I'm thinking of the swords you used in Monster World 4. Because you could get equipment that increased your rate of critical hits. I need to find time to do a full stream of that game one day. I know I played it for my 24-hour Genesis stream, but I think that's one worth revisiting. To do a full run of, because I really like that one. The only Monster World game that I actually like. The other two, Monster World 3 and Wonder Boy and Monster World, they each had some issues, some problems, some things that made me go, this doesn't feel great. We're gonna elf ourself. How you doing, Raven, the GM? Always nice to see your glowing, smiling face here. Yeah, we're just taking it easy. I'm playing a game that I have memories of because of the because of the individual that it was attached to. And, you know, I figured I'd bring that up in light of recent events. So here we are. Thank you so much. I love your glowing eyes. This game is totally new to me. Yeah, you've never played Landstalker. Yeah, this came out for the Genesis in 1993. That was the first time I played it. A very unexpected Christmas gift. And that was the result of an individual who I had a lot to say about in the Discord earlier this week. And I went over that earlier in the stream, so I've kind of I've said my piece on that situation. I've said my piece on that matter, and here we are. And I don't really know why. It just kind of felt like a thing I should do. It just maybe not even necessarily felt like the right thing to do, but you know, this was the game that just happened to be on my mind due to the events of this week. So here we are. Okay, everybody's happy here. Let's see if you lowered your prices. No, you didn't. Actually, maybe I can go to the chapel and see if the parishioners got any friendlier to me. But yeah, the glowing eyes. I spoke to my artist who did this one. She also did the Boxer Man hoodie and sweatpants thing. But this time we made it actually look like I have different frames. Did you know that we were controlled by the monsters they call the Orc Kings? Actually, I don't remember a thing. We're sorry. We're so very sorry. Hey, these bears aren't awful anymore. Okay. I'm ashamed of myself. We let the monsters control us and profane our most sacred shrine. I want to apologize to Masan too. Will they ever forgive us? Got another life stock. Thank you. No proper names, just titles. Oh, okay, no parishioners. No obnoxious, hateful parishioners. That's the best kind of church. An empty one. Okay. Let's try this again. Yeah, I kind of borked a save file, or almost borked the save earlier. But then I remembered... Yeah, they were possessed, but then I remembered we could do this shit. So I saved the save file. Saved our progress. Because I wasn't going to do the introduction dungeon again. I'm old and I don't have time for this shit. You know how it goes. Alright. Let's sort of saunter around from here. I'm wondering... I'm thinking... We should be getting a gear upgrade at some point. I know we're not super far into the game. Gotta pop up somewhere. Oh, you little shit. Okay. Thanks to you, the people of Masan are now our good friends. We'll repair the road, just stand clear for a sec. 1, 2, 3. Heave-ho! Heave-ho! Alright, the road is cleared. We can now travel. Travel some more. Alright, so let's toy around. Oh, no, you got in a cheap hit on me. You friggin' clown. Alright, what do we have over here? Oh, is this... Are we jumping here? Do we have to master our isometric 3D jumps? Okay, well, alright. So, this is kind of the stuff I was alluding to earlier. Okay. Made it this far. Ooh, wait. No shit. Yeah, it's like that. Oh. Wait. Because I ain't doing this shit again. Can we get over here? Okay, livestock. Swell. I jump to the top there. Jump over. Alright, perfect. Perfect. We did that perfectly. MLG Master Gamers. Let's see. What's in here? My name is Kado. I was once a famous swordsman. I used to work at the castle, but retired. I didn't like town life. Are you a treasure hunter? Then you must need a better sword than that. Oh, sweet. Okay, first sword upgrade of the game. It has a special power. When the sword is fully charged, a magic flame will burn any enemy it touches. I think you can appreciate the value of the sword. So we take a look. We can equip the magic sword. Alright. And now... Hold on. Our sword is red! We have the power of the color red. So now if you look at the top left of the screen, once that sword is charged, I guess it'll do even more damage than it typically would. Let's see. Okay, he goes down in one shot. Those guys go down in... He goes down in two. Alright, I'm feeling like a big man now. Oh, shit, trolls. Big purple guys. Actually. You know, hold on. Let's see. Okay, he's got a... Oh, shit, I'm on fire animation. I don't think it did too much for us, though. Probably didn't end up doing that much damage in the long run. Yeah, I'm not sure that made much of a difference at all, really. Okay, these guys, these goons. Little worms with the little mohawks. Oh, what's this? Okay, this is a tree. Actually, the last time I played this, I'm not even sure if I really did that. We gotta wait for you to jump up out of the ground. Yeah, those guys are tricky like the mushrooms. Oh, we're on the... Yeah, again, inherent jank in the game. But hey, we made it to the beach. We see the shore. See, where does this take us? Or was the city closer to the shore? I am not entirely sure. Okay, we found a town. Lady, where are we? Actual human? Hi, this is Ryuma. Okay. Not quite the destination we were looking for, but... Take a rest, buy supplies. Here, you got a livestock? You don't appear to have one. Hotel register, put it on the counter. One night's lodging, we'll take it. Do. Oh, how long have I had that red jewel? Oh, wait, yeah, since we, that was a gift from the, other village. Alright, I guess we can do the old, poka-poka around here. Okay, I bet I could run those thieves out of town. If I were older. Yeah. Well, you got some learning to do. So what do we got here? My son is out now. How much for the livestock? Alright. I guess no sales until the actual proprietor of this business returns. Ryuma is an old town. Believe it or not, this town was much bigger than Mercator a long, long time ago. My dad is out right now. He said he's got to do something important. Alright, and the master isn't here now, but maybe I can explain how it works. This lighthouse uses a sunstone, the brightest stone in all the land, to guide ships safely to the harbor. Okay, yeah. I mean, I understand the concept of a lighthouse. I get the general idea. Oh, we could always drop. We could always drop. That's always faster. Alright. Maybe there's something in these houses. We live in fear of the thieves who infest the cave out on the promontory. I've never heard of that word before, promontory. And they're quick to take flight, chickens. Mercator soldiers drove them back to the promontory, but they escaped. You know, that Pockets fellow, I wonder if he's wrapped up in any of that business. The thieves must be looking for the same treasures you are. There must be a clue somewhere in the cave. You came here to look for treasures too? If it's true, I want to have a share. Yeah, sure, buddy, whatever you say. It's strange. Where is the mayor? What is happening to this town? An abdication of mayorly duties, I would imagine. Okay, got another livestock. 16 now. The mayor is out. Would you mind going out now? We're in a meeting. And go take a look around town, young man. How about this? How about this? How's your meeting now, huh? How do you like me now? Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Actually, I guess I can take a poke down here. Okay, more flowers. Aren't you afraid of thieves? Go home. Alright, I guess they're not gonna let us through there. Yeah, that does not appear to be an option for us at this point in time, at this juncture. So we can go in the other direction now. Let's see. At the chapel into the big holy place. Alright. Plop you down like so. Yes, let's continue. Convert them, okay, yeah, you just gave the whole game away, buddy. Just looking for another rube, just looking for another hand to drop another dime in the donation plate. Okay, tell you what, we can dance along the beach now. Ooh, okay, they had competing paths. You had a path on the beach, and you had a path on the main road. That's... Huh. Interesting how they did it like that. Okay, I guess the worms cannot follow us up. If we take the time, we can take out the big purple men. Cyclopses. Cyclopsi? Something like that. Alright. Okay, we got red slimes now. Cyclopes. Possibly. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hits for the red ones. I should learn Greek. I hear that's kind of a nightmare language to learn for a non-Greek speaker. I mean, 6 hits on red, they will be dead. What's this about? If she ain't got a safe conduct pass, you ain't getting in these gates. My legs are sore from standing there all day. All day long. Got another tree. Alright. So we are not able to enter the premises. Not yet, anyway. Still, we set him on fire and he still takes 6 hits. I don't know, maybe that's a fire and an elemental. Fire-based, fire resistance. Something along those lines. Something along those parameters. Okay, 6 hits for the Cyclos. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, I can walk on... I could sort of walk on the shore. Not a whole lot, though. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, just maybe get a little distance between me and the shrubbery. Like so. There we go. Okay, we got another swamp. Oh, great platforming. Oh, we got these little spooky dudes getting up in our business. I mean, thankfully they go down quickly without much struggle. Oh, we can't take the thing between sections. Okay. Oh, we can go down here. What's this? Well, what do they want me to do with this? Alright, 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 alright. Line up, line up. Outstanding! Alright, wait, shit. Wait, hold on. Okay, I think I have the solution. I think I have it worked out. I don't know, I kind of vaguely remember having to do something like this. Oh, come on, really? Oh, okay, so that straightened itself out again. Really? Then what was the whole point of doing that? If the fucking jar can't even support me. Alright, okay, okay, maybe just a little more finesse was required. Alright, what do we have in here? Oh, hey. Good afternoon, make yourself at home. Oh, the dog has a proper name. I wonder if that's indicative of anything. Tell you what, we're not gonna bother with trying to traverse the swamp anymore. But you know what, we have enough jumping aptitude to deal with that little boggy marsh there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I deal with you. I ain't afraid. Get all your, you know, Barney-looking asses over here. I'll take you all down. Alright. Alright, so tell you what. You know, I think I did what I sort of set out to do tonight. I think I you know, pretty much, met my own goal. Kinda trying to put this on just to reminisce a little bit. Kinda, you know, get my thoughts cleared and all of that. It's important to have goals, yes. 'Cause I've got some for this month. Nothing really too important, just things I've kind of been wanting to do for a little bit. So, I'll tell you what. We shall take another rest. Go to the inn again. I'm kind of guessing there wasn't much privacy in ye olde inns. And, you know, we'll drop a save here, and I think we will call it there. Because I went for like 5.5 hours yesterday, so naturally, this one's gonna be a little shorter. Kind of on the shorter side of streams I typically do. Generally try to hit like the 3-hour mark at the very least. But hey, you get the intro screen again. Okay, so I think that'll do it for us tonight. Let me put the raid button up. Let's see. Wonder who's out and about. Okay, perfect timing, perfect timing. Dr. Dubé is streaming Kirby Superstar. Of course we're going there. Of course we're watching that. Best game ever made, Kirby Superstar for the Super Nintendo. Yeah, there was no question in my mind. I think he did announce he was doing Kirby Superstar there. So, we're gonna be rating him. Love the heck out of that one. You're gonna love the heck out of watching that. He's also playing that via Switch Online. So, we're keeping that through line going. So I'll get that started, and if anything else pops up over the weekend, I will be sure to let you know. I think most of it's going to be spent doing, like, office work from home, just to get caught up on some things. But I will keep you posted. So, I'll catch you later. So until next time, thank you. Thank you for dropping in. Until next time, this is Poncho Smith, signing off. Good night, and good luck. And I'll catch you in the next one. Later.